The lion mentality, why the king of the jungle is never the smartest.
In the animal kingdom, there is a paradox that every human must understand if they want to achieve greatness. If you look at the jungle, the lion is not the biggest animal. That is the elephant. He is not the fastest animal. That is the cheetah. He is not the heaviest, and he certainly isn't the smartest. So how is it that the lion, despite being outclassed in every physical and intellectual metric, is the undisputed king of the jungle? The answer is simple: mentality. When the lion walks out and sees an elephant, he doesn't see a giant, he sees a meal. When the elephant sees the lion, even though he has the power to crush him, he sees a predator and he runs. Your life is no different. The world is a hyper-competitive battleground, and your position in it is determined entirely by your self-concept. Most people are walking through life as NPCs or gazelles, constantly running from something. They are distracted by the 97%, the phones, the apps, the social media scrolls, unaware that they are in a constant struggle for the resources and opportunities they desire. They wait for things to happen to them rather than making things happen. If you want to be the king of your own jungle, you have to stop acting based on how you feel and start acting based on who you are. The lion doesn't wait to feel motivated to hunt. He hunts because it is his duty. He hunts because that is his identity. You have to decide right now, are you a winner who performs regardless of the odds, or are you a loser who folds because the competition is too smart or too big?
Go look in the mirror right now. Look yourself deep in the eyes and ask the question that 99% of the world is too afraid to ask. Are you a winner or are you a loser? This isn't about your potential, it's about your current reality. Your brain is like a circuit switch. Once you truly believe you are something, you actually embody that feeling. If you were told you were a Navy SEAL, you would conduct yourself with a different self-concept than if you were told you were a piano instructor. Successful people handle negative thoughts by overwhelming them with positive action. They handle internal conflicts by trusting that they are better than the moment. Your life right now is exactly what you wanted because you are responsible for every choice you have made. It doesn't matter if you were born into a tough neighborhood or if your background was difficult. Fault and responsibility do not go together. It may not be your fault if you are broken, but it is for damn sure your responsibility to fix it. The road to power begins the moment you stop pointing the finger and exit victim mode. The billionaire and the bum both have the same 24 hours in a day. The only difference is how they manage their life energies. A lion never blames the jungle for his hunger. He goes out and finds the hunt.
One of the greatest spiritual teachings comes from the Wizard of Oz. When the Wicked Witch of the West tells Dorothy to go away because she has no power there, she is stating a universal law. You have no power in any territory other than your own, but you are the absolute master of that territory. You are the captain of your own soul. The reason most people are frustrated is because they spend all their energy messing in someone else's territory, worrying about what others have, being jealous of other people's talents, or trying to control external events. That is energy you are taking away from yourself. You get no credit for wanting what someone else has. Divine intelligence dreamed you into existence with a specific seed of potential that is unique to you. Your real job is to manage your own territory, your thoughts, your emotions, your actions. If you just took care of your territory, all the glorious, wondrous opportunities that are already waiting for you would manifest. The question is, what are you resisting? What are you blocking because you have this fixed idea of who you're supposed to be, instead of leaning into the dream that has already been created for you? A lion doesn't want to be an eagle. He is too busy being the most phenomenal version of a lion.
Human potential is not a peak you reach, it is a trajectory. Life is a combination of time and energy. Time is rolling away for all of us at the same pace. If you sleep, it goes away. If you work, it goes away. It is only your energy that you can manage. If you bring your energies to a certain level of intensity, what someone else does in 10 years, you can do in 1. This is how you live 1,000 years in the span of 100. Most people waste 50% of their life on basic maintenance and the other 50% on thoughts and emotions that are ruling them rather than serving them. They are suffering from a vivid sense of memory and a fantastic sense of imagination. They suffer what happened 10 years ago and what might happen tomorrow. You must master the instrument of your body and mind before you can master the world. This is inner engineering. If what happens within you is not happening your way, you are living in the worst form of slavery. When you live accidentally, anxiety is normal. To break free, you must become conscious of your compulsion cycles. Stop being a lousy director of your own internal cinema. You need to tell yourself, no more snacks, no more TV, no more distractions. It is time to work. Discipline is not a punishment. It is the highest form of self-love. It is saying no to immediate pleasure for the exchange of long-term self-respect. The road to sustained happiness is through disciplining your behavior.
Many of you are grieving over what you didn't get, how you were treated, or why your life feels like a constant storm. You need to understand the law of the arrow. You don't push an arrow to its target. You pull it back. That tension, that digression, that feeling of being dragged backward into the darkness, that is exactly what causes the release and the speed toward the mark. If your life has been tough, or if your childhood wasn't good, realize that the universe was just pulling the arrow back. The greater the digression, the stronger the progression will be. Every crisis and every heartbreaking encounter happened just to make you better and help you rise. Failure is a massive part of being successful. You have to get comfortable with it. You have to actually seek it, because failure is where all the lessons are. Successful people fail a whole lot more than they succeed. They just extract the wisdom and use that energy for the next phase. Thomas Edison didn't fail 1,000 times. He found 1,000 ways that didn't work. Each failure was a stepping stone. If you are going to fall, don't fall back. Fall forward so you can see what you are going to hit. Never let a piece of adversity define your life. You hold the pen that writes your own story. And as long as there is breath in your nostrils, the story isn't over. A lion is often scarred, but those scars are proof that he survived the battle to lead.
A man is rewarded in public for what he does in private. There are seasons in your life where you must disappear into the dark room. You need to unplug from the noise, delete the apps, and walk away from the pint-sized people who are dousing your fire. You have to be willing to hide yourself in the library, in the gym, or in the boardroom, and do the work that is required behind closed doors. Build in the dark and announce it when it's finished. Most people have a passion to be in the public eye, but no patience to do the work behind the scenes. They want the Lambo, but they don't want the salt mine. They want the crown, but they don't want the 4 a.m. cardio. Excellence is not a microwavable process. It requires a gestation period of hard, lonely work. You must be willing to sacrifice who you are today for who you want to become tomorrow. Surround yourself with gallon-sized people who fill your cup and challenge you to be great. If the people around you aren't throwing logs on your fire, they are dousing it. It is time to find a new circle. Success is a lonely road, and along that road, you won't see many friends. But on the other side of that temporary pain, you will meet a version of yourself that you didn't know existed. The lion doesn't hunt with turtles, he hunts with other lions.
Success is not just about making a mark, it is about service and significance. Martin Luther King said that not everybody can be famous, but everybody can be great, because greatness is determined by service. When you shift your paradigm from how can I be famous to how can I be of use, the universe opens doors you never thought possible. Service is the platform that creates a lasting brand. Whether you are a baker, a doctor, or a CEO, if you look at your work as an offering to something bigger than yourself, it no longer becomes a job, it becomes a mission. You must fill your own cup until it runneth over, so that you have enough to give to others. The most selfish thing you can do in this world is help someone else, because the gratification and the joy that come back to you are unparalleled. You are a spiritual being having a human experience, trailed by the breath of your ancestors. You have a duty to your bloodline to be massively, monumentally successful. Your ancestors survived the plague and the salt mines just so you could exist today. For you to sit on your ass and do nothing is a betrayal of your entire lineage. You owe them greatness. You owe God the beauty of His own creation. Now get up, put your crown back on your head, and let the world know your name.
The finish line of your life is death. If you view life as a race, you are just rushing toward the end. Instead, view it as a journey of constant improvement. Winners never stop. They reach the top of one mountain and look for a taller peak. It is the challenge that makes the greatness. Don't tell me it's over. Tell me you're just getting warmed up.
You have the fire, you have the truth, and you have the vision. Now you must have the execution. Stop making excuses. Stop saying but. Stop waiting for permission. The world doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you deserve, based on the work you put in. Go back to that mirror. Look at the person looking back at you. That is your only opponent. It is you versus you. Every day is a new opportunity that others didn't get. Make sure every breath you take counts for something. You are a double force of nature, and you hold the pen that writes your own story. Your time is running out, so don't waste another second. Arise, champion. Put your slippers way under the bed tonight, so that when you wake up, you have to get on your knees to reach them. And while you're down there, say thank you for the chance to fight another day. Now, get up and go to work.